Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. News and views on the news. Thanking y'all from stopping in or for stopping in. All right, so first let me greet everybody. Hola, good dog, oi to the bang. Was ist los? Bonjour mes amis. Guten Tag. Bonjour mes amis. Kedu. Bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ma. Sani bonani. Jumbo habari gani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right, so y'all see the title. And I mean what I wrote. Ow, all right, I mean what I wrote. If you need any more evidence than what's going on now, I don't know what else I could tell you. This goes to a question. That somebody who's a brother said he's sick and tired of hearing. And that's these hoteps. These hoteps telling everybody that when they come into money, they need to invest it back into the black community. I said, That's the biggest mistake a black man can do with his money. And if you're an Afro-Indigenous man, you understand that you don't own SH in this country. You're just allowed to occupy space that was stolen from you. That's like somebody stealing your car and then you going asking them to borrow it. While you are still making car payments. That's what these Negroes are asking you to do. All right? Now, as I let the beat play, this is 10 reasons brothers should not buy in. I'm saying if you're a brother, you have not been brainwashed. This is 10 reasons brothers who come into money ain't going to be a fool if you do and invest in the so-called black community. That should be reason number one. It's called the black community. And you're an Afro-Indigenous man. And yes, you are also a children of the Most High Yah. All right? So I want you to understand this. Right? But the number one reason that you should not is the genesis of this whole thing. The BAW hate you to your core. And I don't care what kind of an Afro-Indigenous man you are. They hate you to your core. If you have not been watching the destruction of black men, Afro-Indigenous men, and any other kind of melanated men by the melanated women, the ghost man ain't trying to destroy you in the way that the melanated woman is. He's just funding the destruction. Understand this. The ghost man is not the one trying to destroy you. He is just funding the destruction. But he ain't funding it no more. Because at first, he was funding the destruction not to destroy you, Afro-Indigenous man, but to subdue you to his will. But as it was destroying the good, they said, okay, that's collateral damage. But then they seen that the way in which these women are destroying not only the community that you shouldn't invest in, but the guys who come into any kind of income, and has spread that mentality, that demonic mentality has been spread throughout the country. And they have seen that their delusional things to try to subdue the Afro-Indigenous man so that we would not come into knowledge of self and our true deity, how it is now backfiring and destroying them utterly, because nobody knew how evil these BAWs were. But some of us did and have been preaching about it. Our only mistake is we thought that we could save more than we could. We didn't understand that they were hell-bent on our destruction and did not care. We didn't understand that the BAW, the Black American woman, the Black African woman, not only do they not like the melanin in their own skin, they don't like the fact that brothers love the melanin in their skin. And they're jealous that other women find us attractive. And so they try to destroy that. Why? Misery loves company. If they can't be happy, they don't want us happy. All right, as we get into the other reasons. All right, brothers and sisters, don't forget to get them thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. My donation link will be in the description box along with my email. And remember, you take care of your family and home first before you donate to anybody. But if you do, y'all know it'll go to good use out in the community, right? The community that is being helped by this channel. All right, so please help and donate to what this channel does for the community, both cerebrally and physically. All right, now let's get back to what we're talking about. Reason 2, which goes for the reason 1. If the community is run by the very people that hate you, if the community is run by the very people that hate you, why would you take your resources and give it to them so they can hate you more effectively? All right. A community run by the BAW is a dangerous place for a brother with resources. Why? Because of reason number 1. They hate you. Now, we hear all these Hotep sisters talking about, oh no, we love our brother. We love, 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 love. If they love us so much, why are they with other women? Why do they choose to remain single? Why do they rob us of everything? Why is it that when they do come into a brother and do produce a child, before they give him a chance to even think he wants to be a father, they're already at the child support court trying to hem him up on child support, and they're only in their first trimester? As a matter of fact, at this time, they don't really know that the man with the money is actually the father because they've been laying up and screwing everybody else in the community. But only have that dude thinking because, he trying to do the right thing, have that dude thinking that, oh, he's the father. So immediately, a community that's run by black women also teaches her children to do the same thing, teaches the daughters. Mind warps the sons so that they don't think by like men. That's why the main reason it's difficult for brothers to get together because not all of us are brothers. In other words, some of us are still babies in men's bodies because we can't shake off that we're supposed to be in charge of our mama, our grandmama. Just because they raised us and they effed us up. If you thinking that, oh, but my grandmother, then you're effed up male. Now I'm going to explain this in a minute. Even if they raise us, if they raise us right, we should think independently of grandmama and ma. In other words, one of the lessons that grandma and grandmama should have taught us is to stay away from skanks. One of the lessons. All right? The main lesson. But they don't teach that. Oh, they teach the opposite. There's never a reason you should hit a woman. Never. Even if she come after you with a frying pan, gun, this, that, weapon, or hit you first. And that's bull, and everybody knows that. And some of the times you got to do what you got to do and accept the consequences when they come. All right. They think that they can make you not. The woman do not have to have respect for you because the law says she can do anything she wants to you because she's your new slave driver. She's your new enemy, the black woman. She don't care about it. She hate us. All right, I know she give us sex. All right, and she whispers sweet nothings in our ear, but that's all she do. She don't do anything else. She don't serve you. She don't take care of your needs. She don't sit down at your feet and listen to you when you have something intelligent to say. As a matter of fact, the more intelligent you are, the more they hate you. All right, and they will set you up. They will have you robbed. They will have you killed. Oh yeah, you don't believe me? Take a look at the background picture. See that mean old lady with that other mean old dude? That mean old lady had her husband killed for $1 million. That's number two. Number three, never invest where people are trained not to respect you. Why? Because of reason number one. The BAW hates you, so she trains her children not to respect you because you made something of yourself. She teaches them to call you all derogatory names. All derogatory names used for black people have been taught to us by our mothers and women. Now, they've been promoted by the dudes, but they were actually taught initially by the black mother, Mother Earth, the queen of the earth. Yeah, she taught hatred to her children. And she taught the children to hate the men that would later make something of themselves by calling them lame, nerds. Well, nerds wasn't the first one, but lame is. It comes directly from the black women. All derogatory names used on Afro-Indigenous people has its origins and genesis with the black woman. So, never invest where people are trained not to respect you. That would be the so-called black community. Whatever you try to build in this community will be torn down. To include yourself. All right. Number 5, the danger to you is real. Let's not get it twisted. The danger to you is real. Again, this man murdered. Over what? Why was he murdered? He was murdered over $1 million, even though the wife set him up for a divorce and was going to make $330,000 a year off this man and didn't have to do nothing. She still had him killed. Brothers, you better be careful. There's always a thug that a black woman can get to take your life. And if you're not prepared to protect yourself by being able to see that you might need to do the same, then you will perish merely by staying in that community. That's why the people that come into money understand the first thing, because of who their mama is, that they need to move away from their mom. They might buy her house, but they know that they need to get out of the community because the black women run the community and they ran it into the ground. All right. Now, the reason why the black women run the community, because there's no good men there. But if the good men were there, they would be in danger, is because the black women could always find some thug to shoot up the community, shoot up children, shoot up a bus, and kill an NBA basketball player for some grip. Jealousy. The BAW is jealous when a man makes something of himself. She is jealous that the man is proud, that the Afro man is proud to be an Afro man. All right. And then the jealousy lends itself into the Me Too thing. Extortion. See, the ghost man is just now coming into this thing, but the BAWs have been extorting us brothers for the longest. Oh, baby, you the one I love. Oh, let's have a child together. Bam. Oh, I'm pregnant. All right. 2 weeks into the pregnant, and I'm putting you on child support. That's extortion. But the Me Too thing is they taught it to all their daughters. They taught it to everybody. They talk about it. They talk about how they need to do it. There's one sister, she like, I'm not putting my man on no child support. The first thing my aunts and mom tried to tell me was I need to go down and put him on child support. The baby is not even born yet. Think about this. The baby is not even born. The girl is in her second trimester. They told her this in her first trimester. All right. That's part of the Me Too extortion. And if the ghost women come up with anything that will destroy a man, the black women will do the same. They'll jump right on it. A ghost woman came up with slut walk, black women were right all on it. There is the vilification of black manhood by the BAW, and there always was. The only man they want to see is a man that they done turned out into homosexuality. And then that's the one they want to hang with. Oh, yes, and they will screw them when they need some D. Because ain't no man around, so they will screw them. Period. They will. All right. 9. Very important. Any money that you was thinking about investing in the black community, that now, as you understand, for all reason 1 through 8 is going to go to waste. And because of reason 1, you got reason 9. You will need that money if you're married to a black woman. Chances are 70% of you will need that money for your divorce in 5 years. Oh, and you would need that money for a good lawyer to be able to make an income and keep at least most of it. Because that woman in 5 years is going to divorce you behind, run you through the ringer, and still might have you killed. Like the poor basketball player. 10. South America, black community or Afro communities are a better option due to reasons 1 through 9. Your money will go further. You will be more appreciated. You might even, in the midst of trying to do good, find you a good woman that is actually wife material that will serve you and care about you and listen to you. Now, of course, they'll listen like a woman, but that's what they're supposed to do. And some of the times we need to see the needs of that woman. We need to see to the needs of that woman because it might be an indication of a bigger problem. And she's the canary in the minefield. And we can nip a potentially bigger problem in the bud by listening to her, even though it's nagging. But see, it's different from that. It's different. That's different from women that want to run you and hate you and hate the very skin you're in and hate you worse than the ghost man and ghost women do. Think about that. At the end of the day, Lorenzo Wright murder investigation, his ex-wife, Shira Wright Robinson, arrested, being held, charged a fugitive from justice. She had her ex-husband murdered. She divorced him, got all the money, then killed him because $330,000 a year to do nothing was just not enough for her. And the $1 million she got from the insurance, life insurance, she squandered $970,000 of that. $973,000 of it within a year. And it still, so she killed him for $1 million and then spunt the money up. That's why black women are only worth $5. Their net worth is $5 because that's what they'll do to $1 million in a year. Oh, you see how she wearing that? I'm a preacher robe. Yeah, because she a preacher. All right, understand this. So when BBD said never trust a big butt and a smile, I bet you they didn't understand that at the time they wrote the song, they were becoming prophetic. All right. If you're going to hit and quit and keep on stepping if you're dealing with these BAWs from America, the black American woman, or even the black African woman, because they are cutting so hard for the white man or Chinese man or anything that is not melanated. It's ridiculous. Because their only thing is bling and money. Oh, and there's a reason I put these other pictures in the background too. This is how they separate you from your money. I call it the Thirst Project, Instagram. And after they separate you from your money, they will squander it and give it back to the people that they say are your enemies, while not having you realize that they also are your enemies. All right. So if y'all say game, recognize game, understand black men and the brothers already understand this. Hotep men, you've been game has been run on you. As Dr. Omar Johnson, game has been run on you. When you give these BAWs a pass, they will destroy you. They will destroy you, but they'll do it in cahoots with the LGBT or with the ghost women or with the ghost man, while all the time telling you, oh, we love y'all. We love y'all. Remember, love is an action word. And think about this. How many of these BAWs are making a conscious decision to only screw thugs? Only they'll go and want good men now that Trump has forced their hand. All right. But we shouldn't have nothing to do with them. Because say they get somebody else in, then they'll turn their back on you in a minute. All right. We should be done with them and through with them permanently. We only deal with sisters. And we better start reading scripture to recognize what a sister is. And by scripture, I mean the commandments. Only women that fall in line with the commandments. And there are clues in Proverbs and stuff that let you know when they're not are women. Go read Ecclesiasticus. They will let you know that they're not our women. That these black women are not sisters and we should have nothing to do with them. All right? In all our ways, get some understanding. Bruh, y'all better understand. Hey, y'all, with that said, I'm out. Don't forget that we need to explore other options. We need to take our money elsewhere because the very people that come into this were never appreciated in our own community anyway. So let's go build a community somewhere else with like minded brothers and hopefully some sisters. But if we can't find some sisters, there are other way places in the world that will appreciate us. Okay, let me see. There are people in other places in the world that will appreciate us. All right, with that said, I'm out. Peace.